Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh,
Hey,
hey
you're
Kyla.
back.
I am
How are you?
back.
How was studying abroad?
I'm doing good. I love Spain so much. It was amazing.
Good. I actually just came from the study abroad office. I think I'm wanting to study abroad. I just don't know if I'm ready yet.
That's where I started too.
Hmm.
I didn't think I was gonna ever feel fully ready, and I never did because that moment wasn't ever gonna come. But you just gotta take that step and start going. And studying abroad is one of those things that you'll grow into because things change, expectations change, and that's just the whole point.
Okay, yeah. I guess I'm also worried about my friends here. Like, what if things change?
What are you worried is gonna change?
I don't know. I just feel like I'm gonna get FOMO of everything that's happening here and like all of our hangouts and stuff.
I felt like that too going
Hmm.
to my study abroad experience. So it's totally normal, but you just have to remember that things aren't changing, just the setting is. You guys will still be friends, you're gonna come back, and they might even get the chance to come out there and visit you. I know that my friends did, and we had a great time. I got to show them around, and we made so many new memories.
Okay, that makes sense.
Plus, you're also not disappearing. You can still text, you can FaceTime, you can call, and you'll always be back.
Okay, yeah. I think my friendships will be fine. But what about my boyfriend?
That's a hard one. But you know what they say absence makes the heart grow fonder. Plus,
True.
you guys will have more time to connect on a deeper level, talk about deeper things, and maybe your relationship will even get stronger. But if it doesn't work out, then maybe it just wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, I guess I just need to have a conversation with him.
Yeah, definitely.
I also feel like I'm just gonna have a difficult time connecting with people in a different country, you know?
Yeah, and most people have that fear. And it honestly is awkward at first. The best way I can put it is imagine being dropped into a show mid season and you just don't know anyone,
Hmm.
but you're still learning. And plus, everyone out there, they're in the exact same situation. Everyone's looking for friends and connections. Even the international students are too.
How did you make friends?
Honestly, once you start saying yes to things, everything becomes so much easier. Even if it's just for coffee or a day trip or even just getting outside of your apartment or dorm,
Hmm.
just start saying yes. And it'll be a lot easier to put yourself out there and make these connections that you never thought you would have.
Honestly, I think what scares me the most though is being alone.
That was my biggest fear too. And it's the most common fear that students have. I cried the entire time through the airport. Genuinely. All the way up until I was got on that plane, I was in tears. But there's other students who are so ecstatic and they're ready to go and they have no fears about it.
Hmm.
But those lonely moments, it's hard and especially at first, but they don't last.
So, how did you adapt to like this new environment, especially being by yourself abroad?
Yeah. So I started building routines. And in building routines, I started meeting new people in my classes, in my residence hall, everywhere. And honestly, staying busy also helps. So I made plans to travel, made plans to, with the friends I was making, to go out. And in doing so, you kind of adapt to the new environment. And before you know it, I even had my own little community out there. And you will too.
Awesome. Okay, what about academically? Will this mess up like my graduation timeline at all, or?
Not at all. And that's
Mm.
what the academic advisors are there for.
Mm.
So they help you pick out your courses that will transfer directly back into the UOP courses. So that way you're staying on track with your graduation plan. As long as you're filling out your CAR form, which is the paper you list all your courses, and you submit it to us on time, you should be all good. And plus, you're not falling behind. You're just taking classes somewhere way more interesting.
Okay, so it sounds like I'll just have to meet with my advisor and look through some of the courses offered and stuff.
Yes.
I'm also kind of concerned about financing my study abroad experience. Money is kind of like a big thing for my family.
That's totally fair. But the unique thing about UOP is that your tuition will remain the same. So
Hmm.
any loans, grants, scholarships that you're getting right now, even FAFSA, so financial aid that you're receiving, will still apply to your study abroad experience. So studying abroad doesn't necessarily mean spending more money. Sometimes students even save because the living cost outside the US is a lot cheaper. But that's when you have to meet with financial aid office here in Knowles Hall, so that way they can go over all your financing options for you. Plus, there are tons and tons of scholarships specifically for study abroad that you can apply for and hopefully even win.
Okay, that actually makes me feel a lot better.
Good, I'm glad.
So what if I go and like it just doesn't work out?
That's another common fear that students have. But it's also important to remember that there's staff both abroad and here on campus that their whole job is support you, both academically and personally. So if you go and you're making the experience, you're showcasing your independence, all that is has a lot of value in itself. But if you really don't love it, you can always catch a flight home. But there's not a lot of people who actually regret going. So just make that step.
Okay, you've convinced me.
Yay, let's go. So here's what you do next. Take the first step. talk to an advisor, check out some of our
Mhm.
programs, and even attend one of the info sessions that Study Abroad Club might host. You don't have to commit right away, but just start exploring.
Cool.